Okay, this is the nickel tour. Right here we've got some pomelos. Got the tear-shaped leaf pomelos. And then actually this smaller tree underneath it is the tangerine-shaped Gerardo Bunton pomelos. Some dwarf Brazilian bananas. See a nice raceme of fruit right here. This is James Renfro's Thai Black. Let's see, there's some solid black, no real pups. This is a male papaya that just a volunteer showed up. Pretty much all of the papayas are volunteers. Here's a canistel egg fruit tree coming out here. You can see it's got a couple of small pieces of fruit. Kind of been squeezed out by everything else in this jungle here. Some neighbors' bananas, plants I gave her. Coming over here, we've got another volunteer papaya. This one has just been very prolific. It's got fruit like you would not believe. And one advantage of the frost is that they're doing a little better with the bugs. This year there are not any. There's a key lime tree. It's just loaded with these big key limes all over the place. This is a coquette avocado. Not really cooperating this year. Here's a Mysore banana. We've got 4 of those going right now with fruit. There's good shot of golden aromatic. Of course, camera's not cooperating. Got some praying hands over here. I think there's 2 or so with fruit on them. There's one, it's cooperating a little bit. And then coming under here, you can see there's another one with fruit. This is 3 racemes of Mysores altogether. These are unusual in that it went female, then male, then back to female. Yeah, I know that doesn't happen, but it happened not 1 time, but 3 times. Here's another one. And there's one over here when I actually cut off the smaller ones on the bottom just to try and hope that these at the top would plump up a little more. So there's a nice look at those Mysores. And then scroll over here a little closer at those golden aromatics. It's that Calamandan right next to it. My tamarind tree, which is not like the last couple of winters. And then a good shot of the papayas. Backing up a little, you can scroll over and see 2 of the Mysores side by side here. I'm trying. There's a Grumachaya. Not exactly got the best spot to grow. Here's a volunteer habanero that's been pretty prolific. Sweet potatoes all over the place. Here's an Ely. It's got a newer raceme of fruit coming out. Get to see a little better example of that a little later. Here's coming over Pisang Jari Buri. A lot of people like the upright growth pattern. And this is a Saba, which ironically, Philippine banana, being overtaken and encapsulated by the Philippine ubi yam. See, it's actually got a bloom on there. Kind of written that off and just use that as a post for the ubi. This is a sugar apple. This thing was prolific. It's got 1 piece of fruit, but it had quite a bit this year. Here's some patogas. Nice little round ping pong shape. See the shape on those guys. And here's a dwarf Puerto Rican plantain. Got from a member, no longer on the board. See a pretty good sized bloom. Here's another patoga. This one just kind of got over mulched. Never really got much height, but he's throwing a bloom out all the same. You can see dwarf reds, that tropical clumping black bamboo, Atrovecchia. See some avocado. It's actually one I dug up at a trailer park they were tearing down. Weighed over 400 pounds. Got it out of the ground and I could not get it in the back of my truck. So I had to go get some friends. There's that ubi looking back here. And see there's some figs going through there. Coming around, another look back at some of those dwarf reds. Got some Rajapuris here in the front. A few blooms walking through. There's my ylang ylang. Once again, frost took a hit on that. Walt Poinciana. There's one of the blooms on the Rajapuri. Not sure how many are over here, 2 or 3. But here's another one. Some fruit coming through on that Rajapuri. Oh, yep, he's got 3. 1, 2, 3. There's number 1. A little lychee. This is a centennial kumquat. That was variegated kumquats. And then this is a Nippon orange quat hanging over. And then see a little ponderosa lemon with some immature lemons on it. Those yellow flowering guys. There's that papaya again. Those do great until the storms come. Then you're out there with a chainsaw cutting them down. Kind of look back, some more sugar apples. Bronze ornata. Looks like a pretty nice one coming up over here somewhere. Yeah, there's a good look at that one. Those things are like weeds though, man. Chabotacaba, he's still inching along. And just to look in, got some other bananas over here. I think we've got Via 21, that's 3640, and another Ely Ely. There's a smaller Lula avocado. These Florida avocados that a lot of us like so much. There's another one coming through here. You can see this is the Via 21. Right there's the Via 21. Scrolling around, there's a 3640. Kinroop, Calusa Musa. Great guy. If you ever get the opportunity to meet him, you should definitely do that. Here's a Ely Ely. Seen some awesome ones on the board from Greenie down in South Florida. This is an amazing plant. I love these. But as Andrew can tell you, those Hawaiian bananas are amazing. Scrolling out here, you can see another look at that one Mysore ream seam right there. Here's my ubi, just really shutting that one down, creeping over to this other Saba and Ely Elys. Those are great plants. This is my ghost pepper. It's got some peppers on it, you know, right there. You can see it's my brick stash. Got over 3,000 of these, 9.5 pounds a piece. Here's that another volunteer papaya. Just loaded, sending all these lateral stems out. They've kind of broken a few of those. Some rain barrels. There's another canistel. There's that black bamboo. When it freezes back, it just sends up a million little shoots. That's Ebon Musak. I don't have a space for it, so it's going to be compromised a little. And here's that key lime. And a little look at this African rhino horn. That one just too many little plants, but that's a big one in the backpack here. And scrolling around, you can see those eyesores. Camera doesn't always cooperate. Mitchell has a better camera than I have. Anyway, there's the bohio.